I'm Katie McGivern, Vice President of the Rollo neighborhood that will be impacted by this suggested stadium site. I was elected to represent the people of Western Lake Worth. It's disturbing to me that no one, and I mean no one from the city, has contacted me or the president of our neighborhood association, Robert Waples, about this issue. This very premature resolution of support for the stadium complex is the perfect example of why this city is in the mess that it is in. How many times are our elected officials going to join hands and take a running leap over the cliffs of ignorance into the arrogant unknown? I am most disappointed by my fellow neighborhood associations. They should be standing in support with the Rollo neighborhood. Before giving their endorsement of this proposal, they should have asked some tough questions about the actual impacts of this proposal. The attitude should be what affects one neighborhood affects us all. Yesterday, I placed a call and left a message to my District 1 representative, Scott Maxwell, concerning this issue. He never returned my call. I attempted to get an appointment with Commissioner Andy Amoroso. No luck. He was booked. I guess he couldn't spare a phone call to the vice president of the neighborhood. Mayor Pam Triolo picked up when I called her personal line, but I told her to hang up. I was going to call her city number as this was a city issue. Mayor Triolo never returned my call. Commissioner McVoy did return my call and talk with me. Cheap giveaways and other shiny objects should not be a distraction from the neighborhood concerns. We ask that our elected officials pay more attention to the very real concerns of very real families than they do an ill-advised pipe dream pushed by a disgraced ex-congressman turned lobbyist. As far as the beach parking issue, we have 50 resident spaces. 1,332 people have bought decal tags. I don't think we can shove in any more people into those spaces. And you know, what don't you guys understand about the word resident? Thank you. Thank you.
Terry Brockovich, followed by Shannon Materio.
Well, if it wasn't for baseball, I probably wouldn't be here today. I played ball. I played a lot of ball. Broken fingers, knees, you name it. There is a fact that there will be an economic impact in this community if we get in. As far as lights, you know, if you look at the schedule up at Abacoa, 2 ball teams play 37 games up there. 1 game is at night. That's it. All of them start at 1:05. They're over by 4. There's no traffic up there, you know, rush hour going in or in the morning going out. So there's a lot of arguments, you know, you can make. That is not an argument you can make. As far as the state land, you know, if it goes over to the state, we can work with the state and negotiate, and I think it can come true. I postponed my honeymoon. I was married last night at 7 o'clock. You're an old sucker, Ben. But please, this is a resolution to support and to look forward. Let's look outside the box instead of being so narrow-minded and looking at what we have in the parking spaces up the beach. I'm the big complainer about the spaces. I've gone up there many, many, many times. I've had no problem with parking.
Shannon Materio, followed by Teresa Miller.
Thank you. Shannon Materio, North Dixie Highway. Mayor and Commissioners, City Manager, I want to thank you for considering the work that is going to go into flushing out all of the information that you're going to have to learn and work through to even have this consideration on the table. I understand you're going to be working with the county, you'll have to work with the state. Neither of those things are very easy to do, but so worth being able to have the information to make the good decision that I know that you will make, and I trust that you will. And of course, this has a wonderful economic impact, but what I like about it more than that is the fact that this is a family-oriented opportunity. This is not, this is exactly what Lake Worth needs, and this is the perfect timing to have this conversation about the future of Lake Worth. And I'm frankly going to tell you that I'm jealous. Because I really want this, I want to have this conversation. But I love Lake Worth, and as you all know, my husband Phil and I have have a big stake in the city, and as many of you commissioners know, I always try to consider Lake Worth as much as I consider West Palm Beach when I'm making political decisions myself, because it's my sister city. And it's not just because we have a business here, but I have to tell you, you have much more fun at your commission meetings.
Thank you, Commissioner Matterio. Sorry, I didn't give her official title for the occasion. Teresa Miller, followed by Marty Wellfeld.
I bet you don't know where I stand on baseball. First of all, thank you for the mention of the cottages of Lake Worth. And if I can just give a quick pitch on that, we're working madly on the website and the maps. It should be done. And also thank you for mentioning Sound of Music. It's audience participation. It's all the stuff you're never allowed to do in the movie theater without getting thrown out. You want to sing, we'll have confetti for the wedding. We'll have lights to help them find their way away from the Nazis. Come, enjoy. Finally, I'm assuming the sale. I spent my life in sales, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm assuming it's going to happen. Everybody is invited to join me to become a Lake Worth bleacher bum. Bleacher bum. I come from Wrigley Field. We sat in the last row for all the games, cried a lot, drank beer, ate popcorn, had a great time. Let's hope it happens here. Thank you.
Marty Wellfeld, followed by John Rinaldi.
Marty Wellfeld, North Lakeside Drive, same place she lives. Even though my basic instincts are to be confrontational, I'm going to try to suppress that this evening. And to say this, I lived a block and a half from Wrigley Field in Chicago. I had all the people from all the games go past my house. I had the issue of the lights at Wrigley Field that was fought for really no reason at all. And I want to say this. We have done so many things in Lake Worth that have turned out right. We got the new Publix in. We got the beach open. We have Bradley's at the golf course. We have PBSO. We have Palm Beach Fire Rescue. We're working on a bunch of other things, and now we have a new opportunity put in front of us. Having said that, I do believe it's very important to give this the same scrutiny and wise examination that we have done from the dais and in the community on all these other issues. This is a big one. If we do it wrong, we screw it up. If we do it right, it's wonderful. Let's hear it for examining this. Everybody's talking about the huge mistake that's being made. Look at the resolution. It's examine the potential for doing this. I think that's what we need to do. Thank you very much.
John Rinaldi, followed by Peggy Fisher.
John Rinaldi, 109 North Golfview. In a few weeks, I'm scheduled to do a presentation on the Planning and Zoning Board's activities in the past 6 months. I can tell you that things are really, really slow. Our February meeting was canceled. Our March meeting was canceled. We may meet in April, I don't know. But if you look at the economics and what's happening in the city of Lake Worth, we're not booming, folks. Things are not good. We're starting to see the signs of things coming in, but they're not here yet. And the perception of the city of Lake Worth is so important right now, because if businesses are going to invest here and come here, they want to see that perception of how this community deals with business, how it deals with the economics. And if we start out saying, no, this can't happen, then we send a message out to every business that, you know, to work in Lake Worth is difficult, and that's been what's been our history for the last 10 years or so. So it's really important that we look at how we deal with this, so that the perception is that you want to come to Lake Worth, you want to open a business, yes, you're going to be scrutinized. Yes, we're going to listen to our residents. We want to make sure that every neighborhood is protected as best we can. But we're going to look at the interests of the entire city before we make a decision. Excuse me. So that's really important to me as a business owner here in the city. We need economic development. We need a tax base. We need help. The reason there's no businesses on Dixie Highway that are growing is because there's no traffic on Dixie Highway to support new business to come in. If traffic starts to come down those streets, then maybe we can get a business to open up, a national chain, something that could come in and really bring jobs and economic prosperity. That would be great. And finally, in closing, we mentioned Marion Weber. She did so much for the Street Painting Festival. Her dad passed away on Saturday. And even during the Street Painting Festival, when he was ill, she was out there working. And there's not that many people that I know who would put the city's efforts and all the work that she did, even with the family issues that she had. And I really think we need to recognize her as a city. Thank you very much.
Peggy Fisher, 508 North A Street. I grew up in West Palm Beach, and my love for baseball started with the municipal baseball complex that is now gone, and I guess now it's Home Depot. But it was a training facility for 2 major league teams.
The Leaky Teepee.
Well, that was next door to the Leaky Teepee. But I spent lots of hours at that facility and enjoyed it immensely, and that carried over to when I took my daughter as a season ticket holder for the Atlanta Braves to baseball. And she's now a baseball fan. I think this is very important for our community, for the municipalities around us, for Palm Beach County. And I find nothing offensive about the resolution to explore these possibilities. I think that is something you as our representatives need to do on our behalf. And so I totally support that. As far as the parking at the beach, I've been there many times when there have been hardly any cars in the residence parking. But we need to remember that that quantity of parking spaces was negotiated with the county as part of getting $5 million from the county, and that was done by basically the majority of another commission and other people than those here. So we sort of have to live with what we agreed to and make the best of it. But again, I have no problem finding a place to park at the beach when I want to go, or if I walk over the bridge and go that way. Thank you.
I've got all the chorus. Did I miss anybody? Okay, thank you. Commissioner Collins.